let's look up this thing with DDG and Soulja Boy, because I honestly have a lot to say about this, right? Because that's tough. Should we look at the dorm? Should we look at the dorm? I really don't want to look at the dorm, bro. And what's this on the thumbnail? Ain't that who that? Who that on the thumbnail? Who that?
Didn't I tell you after I crack, I'm not trying to talk to you no more?
Yo, this guy.
You gotta come here to get hit, or you just trying to see the whole place real quick? If you want to get hit, you could just come back later, right? Alright, y'all. This is the living room right here, man. You know, when I hit up Kyle, I'm like, man, I don't really need no crazy little setup or whatever. You know, this is cash,
bro.
Shoes, waters, everything you need to do your thing. Come over here.
Bro, what
this way, this is my bed right here. This is where I'll be sleeping at. I might bring these two together just to give myself a king size. You know,
they got the sponsors.
This is my setup where I will be streaming from desktop wise. Shout out to TVU and everybody that put this together. Beautiful setup, absolutely incredible. I'm having a ball. Got my own little room right here.
Bro, I'm sick as hell, bro. I should be there.
And all that cool right here. This is actually where I will also be preparing my curriculum for my students. And I want y'all to know I'm taking this very, 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 very serious. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see where Streamer University takes me. I actually want to show you guys the hallway so y'all can see the whole layout and how I'm living for the next 3 days. 4 days, or however long.
You know, one thing I will say about this whole streaming university thing is genius. Like, I will say that it's smart. It's very, very smart. They should have top tier Wi-Fi though. Like, what's going on with the Wi-Fi?
Professor ID. No streaming beyond this point. This is the bathroom where all the showering, dookies, and all that other shit will take place.
It's lagging.
It's lagging. Let's go over here and see what's stuff.
This is tough.
Like, I'm trying to see, like, why we can't connect to this Wi-Fi. See back, y'all?
I want to see his big ass head. What's this? Who's screaming?
I mean, it don't matter. Can't nobody get in here. What's my name? Hold on, let me see. Okay. All right, you good now? All right, I'm gonna knock on this shit right now. Yeah, do like 10,000 of them.
Bro, I ain't trying to do that shit no more, bro. Come on, let me go find something else to do, bro. I've been working on these projects for not long, gang.
All right, so we saw the dorm. I don't know what the hell they talking about, but what I want to talk about is my boy DDG and Soulja Boy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? You know, Soulja Boy is one of them people, y'all. Like, he's talking about please fight me. I don't think any fights are gonna come, but like Soulja Boy is one of them people that, you know, in school where you get in an argument with somebody, you may get in an argument with him, but he'll keep that shit going just to keep his name alive. Like, he'll just keep the shit going. Like, he is really good at marketing and also understanding that, like, if he loses his buzz, he loses his income. So he'll continue as long as you do. So like, when he sits there and what's this? when he sits there and keeps responding to him, Soulja Boy's gonna just keep milking that shit. Like he's just gonna keep going, bruh. Like look at this. Look at the response.
You know what I'm saying? And you talking about you popping all this hot shit, talking about you niggas will never get on my level, bitch. I already did that,
bro. Why does Soulja Boy honestly think he has? So Soulja Boy has done everything. That's the point. Is you've done everything. Now it's like, since you've done everything, we looking at you to like do something else like first. You feel me? The problem I think with Soulja Boy is he's done everything, but it's nothing else there. Like he's now like not progressing. Like if you've done everything first, great. But like at what point do you do the next new thing? You feel me? I think he always says he's been done it and he's going to like keep saying it. But I just think that gets old. Like he said it with Drake. You feel me?
nigga. Long time ago, nigga. I did this shit in coronavirus.
And he's smart.
2020. I was the biggest streamer.
He was the biggest streamer in 2020, right? During coronavirus. I don't agree. But I will tell you guys, one thing about him, bruh, is when he made that comment. When did he make the comment about Drake? When did he make the joint where he was like, Drake? Let's see. See, all these people coming up on my joint, like, I don't want to see. I don't want to see it. Like, I don't want to see all these people with the streaming university on my shit. So that was 6 years ago. So this is when he did his little famous Drake thing, right? I think this is when he got his buzz back.
The biggest rapper in the world.
Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wanna hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair. Drake?
Yes.
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me.
Like, he always, in my opinion, thought he was bigger than what he actually was or is. And like now he's coming for DDG, and I just feel like DDG shouldn't have even responded. But I feel like at the same time, as a man, I'll be damned if I let a certain person disrespect me in a certain way. You feel me? Especially when you got kids. You can't allow people to talk crazy, because you got to remember, like, one day your kids are going to see this, and if your kids see you being disrespected and you not responding, in my opinion, how now it gets to different levels, right? Like, when we keep it on the internet, it makes sense, because see, Soulja is the type of person I'll just smack the shit out of Soulja Boy. But like, I think, and I'm talking about if it was one-on-one, I also don't think that Soulja Boy is tough, nor do I think that he does fair ones, nor do I think that, from what I'm getting when I do my research, it's like he's on and off with the Bloods and all of that in Cali. I don't know, but he's easily somebody. He's smackable, right? Soulja Boy is smackable. I think that he's very much smackable and very much tender. I think that he's one of them people that you could just smack the shit out of and he ain't really gonna do nothing. I don't think he can really use the fucking hands. I don't. But he's smart.
But
he know how to talk.
My channel got banned, nigga. You a bitch. You buy your views, nigga. You so thirsty for clout, nigga. Already stream with the biggest streamers. Already.
Now, and that's another thing. We gotta really think about Aiden Ross and Kai and all of them people that stream with him, because again, what I see is that he'll use people and what they got going on, again, to attach yourself with them to get the buzz, take the buzz, and go on his little shows or whatever. I don't know what song does Soulja Boy have? What songs do Soulja Boy have? Like, I don't know. Soulja Boy, I just know him for this. I just know him for Crank That. I don't really know him for nothing else. I really don't. I just know him for Crank That. I don't know Soulja Boy for... What songs does he have? Anybody know? New songs. I don't. What's the new Soulja Boy? Street Rich. So he. I mean. The beat tough. The beat tough. Now, I ain't want to hate, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you how it is. That's crazy. On a preview, it got commercial. Wow, a commercial popped up. He is about his bread. I say that. Oh, so he released every day, every week. Nah, Soulja gotta stop, bro. I think it's time for him to retire, bro. Yo, y'all remember when Soulja Boy had the game system? The game console that he got from AliExpress? Bro. He still got his Soulja Boy game console. It's crazy. Wait, what happened to it? He don't got the website no more? Nah, you tripping. Nah, bro. What the fuck? Bro, what the Soulja Boy powered by. Dang, ever since he ain't post on this joint, or somebody ain't posting this joint since 2023? Bruh. Yeah, this is a play. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is I remember when this game console came out and I did research on it. And I remember looking, and this is when I had my store, I think it was on like 5th Street in Philly. And I was looking because I was still dealing with AliExpress at that time. I forget what it's called though. But it was definitely on AliExpress. Like, game. Come on. We don't want to subscribe to you. Game console. Right? Portable, yeah. It was like, yeah, it's right here. The Soulja Boy, John. Like, are you serious? Bruh. Alright. Y'all see that, right? Nah, that ain't the one, but it's just like it. I wonder if they got the Soulja. Nah, they don't have Soulja Boy console on here though, right? They don't have Okay, cool. So he had to make sure. I guess that's a trademark name. It gotta be a trademark name. It gotta be. But what if we put Soulja? All right, so this is the closest one, and I think that it was a smart play though. Like, if I'm being honest, when he did that, I think it was a smart play. But nevertheless, y'all, what I'm basically trying to say is you gotta understand a smart businessman when you see one. He's smart. He's somebody that will always get in conflict, because one thing I learned about the internet, and I'm still learning, you feel me? People love drama. People love drama. Like, if I go ahead and make a video about something crazy, people will watch it. If I make one about substance, people won't. People love drama. So, like, I hope him and DDG are just honestly getting their bread from this shit and just dead it, because DDG will smack the fuck out of Soulja Boy, bro. I'm telling you, I promise you.
Stream with SQC. I already streamed with, I don't know who names you can say on here, who banned or not, but y'all know who the biggest streamers is. I stream with all the biggest streamers. Kyson, that, my boy Aiden, Speed. Everybody, nigga, you a bitch. You new to this shit. I been did this shit a long time ago. Like, what the fuck is we talking about? You ain't got.
And that's the crazy part, right? Because then when you look at Soulja Boy, right, and in Blueface, the difference is he ain't had that energy. I don't believe he had that energy with Blueface. I really don't. I feel like Blueface really don't care about his freedom. So, like, you test somebody like Blueface, like, he's that type of person in high school that don't care about being expelled. Like, they don't care. So it's like, you got to watch out for him, because at the end of the day, he'll do anything. Like, he'll poison your chocolate milk during lunch. Like, he'll do something crazy. Like, you know that one person I never forget. I was in high school one time. I was in shop, right? I'm sitting in shop. Now, mind you, in high school, I'm worried about bread. Like, I'm doing Wake Up Now. I'm skipping school to go to Miami so I can film commercials and stuff. Like, I don't care about school either. But I was never this bold to just not want to go and tell the school that I don't want to be here and then literally drop out. Like, I've never been that bold to drop out. I've seen a guy drop out of school in front of me. Like, the bull, and his name was Brandon. He just said, yo, I'm dropping out. And I never see him again. Like, bull just left. That's how Blueface looked. Like, he just looked like he don't care.
Know where I'm from, nigga? You don't want to say it because you know it's going to be politics in the morning. You already know your homie's going to call you like, oh, you said you was from
You the
Whoopie, but,
police.
you ain't
the
been to
police.
So you not going to... You the police. Soulja, I know you're not from LA, so you don't even know what you're doing right now. I know you don't even know what you're doing right now.
See, the energy is different.
You want to fight
This is
tonight, nigga?
the ultimate. This is the ultimate.
And I think, honestly, it's the Soulja with the veneers that actually started doing all of this extra stuff. I'm going to be honest. Because Soulja without the veneers, he was still drawing. But I think it became more out there when he just started running into people. And
You don't even want to bang your hood.
Hey, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with no gangs. This between me and you.
So you need...
because he's not a part of a gang. He just with a gang.
This between me and you. This between me and you. This between me and you. You need your homie? You need your homie?
Soulja, you scared to even say where you from?
Nigga, this between me and you, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, but I stick with GDD 100%, especially for what he's going through. You feel me? And I think, again, y'all, a lot of people will criticize him for a lot of things, which we all have our mistakes and ups and downs. But I think, again, I respect how you're handling it. And also, we don't know the full story on Holly's part nor DDG's side, but free my boy DDG, man. Free my boy DDG. That's all I gotta say. I think that everybody wants to see, and that's the beautiful thing, especially when it comes to like friends. You start to see who really by your side, or who really on your side, or who really is somebody that actually hates you or doesn't like you when things fall apart. You know what I mean? I got a few friends out there or a few people out there that I was able to actually find out through hard times, because you're going to have a bunch of hard times, and you're going to be able to find out who really got your back when things fall, and when people turn against you, who else is going to turn against you just because they find or feel like that's the trend. Because some people only want to be a friend or only want to be on your side when they feel like it's beneficial to them. And I think a lot of us, we realize too late the people around us that aren't really for us and don't really have our backs and don't really have good intentions, but act like they do. You feel me? They act like they do because it's cool at the time. It's cool at the time. Like I've had friends that, you know, they were my friends when it was beneficial to them, and you know, when it wasn't beneficial, or when I wasn't giving them X, Y, and Z, then they would hop to another situation. I know a guy that he would ride my coattail until the end, and he'll be cool, real cool, right? But then when I tell a person, hey, I don't feel like we should be partners, I feel like we should just be cool, then he, you know, because I'm the type of person, you know, I'll let you say you're a partner in my business and you don't spend a dime on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll let you say that you're taking part in something when you're not even accumulating any risk. And then when I see that, you know, the celebrations and the victories you're enjoying more than you're enjoying the downtimes and the struggles, and when rent is due and when products need to be brought, And I'd be like, well, bro, like, listen, I don't want to have no animosity towards you. So, you know, let's just dead it, bro. Like, how about we just be friends? So I did that to somebody, and the guy ended up, and it was interesting because I remember it because the guy ended up going to another person that owned this store, and then became his friend. And he was still my friend at the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. But he was like, yeah, he started working with another guy, and this other guy was in a whole different industry. It's not phones or anything, right? So then I started looking at him a little differently because I'm like, yo, when do you start your own stuff? Like, when do you build your own things? Like, when do you stop riding on somebody else's success and hold your own shit down, right? And then I realized, all right, I'm going to just keep him close because you do definitely want to keep your enemies closer. You do. I 100% believe that, right? So I kept him close, and me and him was cool. And then I started realizing that, like, the conversations that he was having with me about the person that he was working in the store with, if you are so bold enough to tell me X, Y, and Z and had these conversations with me, who were you talking about me to when you were in my store, right? And then it was like, why don't you just get a job? Like, I started thinking, why don't you just get a job? And then he just kept telling me, like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm this, I'm that. I'm an actor. I'm that and this. And I started to realize some people are just never going to give up on their dreams, even though they've never even started them. Like, they're never going to start their dreams, just going to live through somebody. And you just got to be able to get them people away from you, bruh. And then he turned on me when I called it out. And it's crazy because the person he worked with, or in a store he worked with, that guy wanted to work with me. And when he wanted to work with me, this guy tried to tell me, no, don't work with him, bro. He ain't a good. And this guy actually had another store. He had a whole nother industry that I was trying to get into. So it would have been really good. But he was telling me, like, yeah, nah, bro. Like, he a bad businessman. I know how you are, bro. You like when people are honest and they on time, and he's not this, that, and the third. He always drugged up and da-da-da. So I'm just like, all right, I'll stay away from it. But, like, I always wonder, like, maybe he was trying to block that blessing because he didn't want me to get a part of something that he actually, he got going on. So, like, that really bothered me for the longest. But you got to learn how to let them people go. And I think that DDG going to find out, and he is finding out who on his side and who not. And a lot of people sticking up for him. Shout out to Aiden Ross, yo. You know what I mean? Because that he seems really he seems like he's a cool. He a cool.
Finance home, that's real. Stop teasing me. I could